He's still only 22, but it's easy to think of Theo Walcott as a veteran among the Premier League's young elite. It's 5 years since the former Southampton winger was signed by Arsenal as a 16-year-old, after turning down the chance to join the team he supported as a boy.
Dad was a Liverpool fan, so he forced me that side of it, but saying that, I did follow Michael Owen very closely. You know, I absolutely love the way he played football. Shame about his injuries he's had in his career so far, but I wasn't really tempted to go there. It was just, I think it was a bit out of my comfort zone. It's quite difficult to go up to Liverpool and, you know, try and play for them, but knowing that, you know, because I followed Thierry as well, as soon as Arsenal were interested, it was always going to be them. And I wanted to work with the boss, the players he's worked with, he's developed them, and it's paid off. So, you know, I think I made the right decision.
The latest teammate to benefit from the manager's philosophy is Jack Wilshere, who was recently named PFA Young Player of the Year after establishing himself for both club and country. It's a reminder to Walcott of what life was like when he first burst onto the scene.
I remember you just play with no fear. You're just not a worry in the world, and you're just enjoying it because you're playing every week. And that's what's happened with Jack now. You know, the manager believes in him. Us teammates, we see what he does every week, so we trust him, and he trusts us as well, and that's important. And it seems to be working. And if you're good enough, you'll get a chance to play for Arsenal.
But while the club has been arguably the Premier League's most entertaining to watch during Wenger's reign, Walcott is still trophyless since joining the Gunners. This season has been another story of frustration. Knocked out of 3 cup competitions in less than a fortnight, while just 1 win from their last 7 league games has seen them slip from title contenders to 3rd in the table, 9 points adrift of Manchester United, with just 4 games left to play.
If you're a top club, you know you need to be winning trophies, and we've had a lot of experience now at Champions League level. But we're very consistent, always getting in that top 4, and that's quite important for the club itself. But the next step is silverware, and I think when we do hit that step, I'm sure we'll win many, many more.
The immediate challenge, though, could be keeping this squad together. Last week, captain Cesc Fabregas expressed his concerns about the lack of silverware. Wenger blames himself for the prolonged trophy drought.
Well, the great thing about a manager, he always reflects on himself. He keeps it completely away from the team, and I think that's where we need to be, you know, to help him out. And maybe we haven't done that in previous, you know, weeks, but you know, I think we're ready now, and we're maybe instead of waiting for things to happen, we're actually making things happen now. So we need to do it for him. He shows so much belief in us and support, and especially the fans as well. They've done exactly the same thing. So it needs to happen very soon, I think.
When it comes to support off the field, though, Walcott has been playing his part ever since arriving in North London. He recently joined the squad to help create a painting using remote-controlled cars as paintbrushes to raise money for London's largest homeless charity.
Well, I think it's quite a skilled, you know, technique, and it took a lot of time. And getting to see the final product of it, it was amazing to be featured in it as well, which is great, and it obviously helps awareness for Centre Point, because you know we want to, you know, build a new complex for them in Soho, so hopefully, you know, kids can get off the streets and, you know, start their lives. So hopefully that's going to, you know, raise a lot of money.
It turns out that Walcott is no stranger when it comes to painting.
I did a bit of art at school, did for GCSE as well. I remember doing like a pyramid, when I was younger, I did like a pyramid of my life, what I want it to be. This is when I just sort of started football, and I actually said, you know, be a Premier League footballer, own cars, beautiful wife dies, remarry, just totally stupid things like you do as a kid, but I don't know where it is. I've lost it, I don't know where it is. But I actually do remember the pyramid, so it'll come up somewhere, I'm sure.
Dreams are one thing, reality another, and his life in the Premier League hasn't always been easy. A series of injuries has limited Walcott's appearances, and he's also been accused of lacking consistency. But with 8 goals from 24 starts this season, the player himself is happy with his progress.
I don't mind the criticism. I think I've done quite well this season, considering I've been out for, 12 weeks for both my ankle injuries, which, you know, I couldn't prevent those injuries, and I think if you look at the stats as well, which it's all about goals and assists, and again, I think that's been fairly good considering the amount of games I've played. You know, I like to know what people are saying because I want to learn from it, but again, you know, I can block it away if I want to. So, you know, I think a lot of people try to knock me down, but it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I've dealt with it quite well, and, you know, I'll continue to do that. That's the life of being a footballer, I think.
If he does need any reassurance about his ability, who better to provide it than the current World Player of the Year? Barcelona's Lionel Messi was among many surprised by Walcott's exclusion from England's 2010 World Cup squad and describes him as one of the most dangerous opponents he's ever faced.
Unbelievable, come from the world's best player. I was completely speechless, to be honest, and it shows there. I know who to listen to, and if he's saying that about me, I need to believe in that as well. And it's a great compliment, and I totally respect that. And just to come from him is just an absolute. I'm totally speechless, to be honest. Yeah, it's great.
Still young and full of hope, Theo Walcott continues to dream of a golden future sprinkled with that sought-after silverware.